Hello and welcome. Today I'm bringing you yet another match in the new French premium battleship, the Dunkerque. I would like to make one thing clearer, which might not have been as apparent from my earlier videos. I think that she is a fine ship and fun to play, but I wouldn't recommend for you to buy her. Because, well, while she is fun to play, she doesn't fill much of a role, and you can always do better than her. You could just buy the Arizona or something along those lines, and that would probably serve you a bit better. But what I mean when I say that she doesn't fill a role is that there's mainly two reasons to buy a premium ship. One is for captainry training, which doesn't work because we don't have a French line yet. And number two is to make credits, but because she is a tier 6 ship, and the amount of credits you make depends on the tiers of your enemy ships that you shoot, well, she isn't gonna make as many credits as, well, something like the Tirpitz. So I feel like I wouldn't recommend buying her. But then again, I've only ever bought one premium ship, which is the Błyskawica, so maybe I'm not the best person to tell you not to buy a ship. So anyways, this is a match on the map Faultline. It's a standard battle, and I headed towards the western side to start because that's often where enemies go, but this time apparently not, because I sat there for like 4 minutes and nobody came. So I turned around and started going towards the eastern side again. And I guess I'm gonna try to take some shots. I'll slow down here to, take a few shots. Oh, that DD disappeared. Let's try the Warspite, although I don't think I can really hit. She's like on the edge of my range, and I think she's sailing away, so I guess it's not. Oh, a Mitsuki. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely keep slowing down, because if the Mitsuki torpedoed, those torpedoes will probably miss if I don't speed up. If I do speed up, I think that I would take some of those. Okay, it seems this Mitsuki is still so very keen on trying to either torpedo me or the Kongou that's near me. So I have to be careful of that, because she's definitely coming around the corner. She's selected for secondaries, and now that she's coming around the corner, I'm gonna start accelerating. Come on, secondaries, do your job. Come on, come on, come on. Excellent. Secondary kill, which is glad. I mean, I guess approaching the Dunkerque from behind is a really bad idea, because that's where all her secondaries are. I mean, look at it, there's 3 turrets with 4 guns each of secondaries at the very back. That's like a really bad... Oh my god, okay. A kamikaze straight at the front, because a kamikaze is essentially... Minex... Oh my god, I did 6,100 damage with AP. That's incredible. But anyways, because the kamikaze is essentially a minikaze, the problem is that her torpedo reload is incredibly quick, so I'll probably be torpedoed like once or twice more. Although if I get another similar salvo as the first one, it might only be one. But her torpedoes reload almost as fast as my guns, so gonna get some torpedoes again soon. So I guess I will have to react to those. Okay, see, torpedoes. So I'm gonna slow down and turn into them. By the way, I learned today that the acceleration module isn't very good on pretty much anything. Maybe DDs, because it only affects your acceleration from 0 to 6 knots or 0 to -6 knots. It doesn't even affect deceleration anymore. Okay, so I survived those torpedoes, so next salvo should be in like 20 seconds. And okay, she just stayed there, so she's dead. Goodbye. I had switched to HE because I don't really want to mess around with kamikaze all that much. If it were another DD, I wouldn't have switched because, I could just take some extra time because she isn't gonna reload all that quickly. But it's different for the tier 5 Japanese destroyers, so didn't really want to take the risk. Okay, so that New Mexico is showing a nice broadside, so let's take a shot at her. Gonna heal the fire damage, I guess, that I've taken. And I'm gonna turn into the New Mexico. Oh my god, the Citadel! Very surprising, but good enough. 17,000 damage. So now I'm mostly pointing my nose at her, so she would have a rather difficult time penetrating me because she is a tier 6 battleship. Her guns are 356mm, which is not enough to overmatch me from the front, which means that if she shoots me from the front, it probably isn't going to do all that much damage. Well, of course there's the possibility of getting lucky by hitting some area or angle that isn't too steep so it doesn't bounce. Okay, so I'm gonna start heading in because I don't want to go towards the extreme eastern area where the Warspite is. First of all, because there's a Warspite there, and the Warspite does have guns high caliber enough to overmatch me, and second of all, well, it's so far out of the fight that if I go there, I'm gonna be, you know, not in the fight for a very long time, even if I do manage to kill the Warspite. Not to mention there's this nice New Mexico to kill her. Yeah, another 12,000 damage, this time no Citadel, but that's okay. Well, I guess she's gonna get away. I'm gonna just start moving. I'm gonna gamble a little bit, by showing a bit more by showing a bit less of an angle than I normally should, just so I can get this final salvo off. Only 4,000 damage, but it's okay. Now that the New Mexico is behind an island, I'm gonna... Okay, torpedo bombers incoming, so I guess I have to point my nose towards that direction anyway. The Dunkerque doesn't have good AA, so... it's mostly going to be about dodging them, and this is a US torpedo bomber, so it's probably gonna hit some. Okay, I guess I can't take the shot on the New Mexico, so time to shoot the Kongou. Okay, torpedo bombers drop. I guess they dropped really far away. Come on. Oh my god, I just dodged a US torpedo bomber drop with a battleship. Okay then. Okay then. I mean, yes, it wasn't a very good drop, but still. How often does this happen to you? Pretty much never for me. I switched targets to the Independence instead of the Kongou because the Kongou is armored and it's difficult for me to damage her from... Oh my god, this is actually very bad. Okay, that's a good salvo on the Independence. I'm gonna try killing her because I think that she's a very big threat to me. Because, well, she might attack me again. And the Kongou is a harder target to kill compared to the Independence. I'm worried a little about that Warspite because if I want to keep shooting at the Independence, I would have to turn towards the left side, but that would open up a nice broadside for the Warspite to shoot, so that would be really difficult for me. I'm asking my carrier player to go spot the carrier again, but as long as she isn't spotted, so I guess I'm gonna fight this New Mexico, and oh my god, that hurt. That was like 14,000 damage or something. But at this point, I guess I don't have to worry about the Warspites shooting. Oh my god. That New Mexico is not having a good time. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I wanted to say that I won't have to worry about the Warspite shooting me because she's literally next to a New Mexico and the Kirov, but apparently the Warspite doesn't care about that one and is shooting me instead. So let's shoot her back, but I don't think I'm gonna do all that much damage. I guess I'm gonna switch to the Bogue now as a target, and I have to deal with torpedo bombers again, I think. That's a bit bad because I didn't really pay attention to them earlier, so I wasn't able to do my dodging maneuver as much as I wanted to. But I think I should be able to take the Bogue out, maybe even the Independence. They're gonna take one torpedo, okay, good enough. Gonna damage control party that one, hopefully I won't get set on fire again in a moment. Oh my god, only over penetrations, 5 of them even. I noticed that I'm having really good hit accuracies on these ranges. Like 5 out of 8 shells is really good. Okay, so I think the Independence is actually going to get another drop on me, because, well, I need to go out from behind this place to be able to actually shoot her, but there are only 3 enemies left, and one of them is the 200 HP New Mexico. The other one's the Kongou, and then it's the Independence. I think the Independence is gonna be the easiest one to kill for me, so I'm gonna head for that guy. Torpedo bombers are up in the air again, but because of where they are, they can't drop from that side, so they could go and drop from the front or fly over all the way around me and drop from the other side. That would be the best drop to do, but I don't know if the Independence actually has time for that one, because I'm coming around the corner rather quickly, and the Independence is in a bit of a bind, because I'm gonna take one of these. Nothing all that much I could do about it, but goodbye Independence. Or not, I guess. That's very sad. I accidentally clicked on the torpedo bombers. This I noticed right now. I didn't notice it while I was playing. So my AA guns aren't doing extra damage to the dive bombers, but it's okay. I had damage control party. So somebody dealt with New Mexico, so now it's my time to deal with the Independence. Hopefully this time it works out actually. Okay, come on, come on. Very good. Now the question is whether the Independence set an automatic drop on my ship or not. I guess there is only one way I will find out, and that is to turn away from them. Hopefully if she does drop, it's gonna be far away enough that it doesn't really matter. There are only 3 of them, but I think 3 would still be enough to kill me. They are definitely on an automatic drop right now. I don't know what to do. Okay, at least they were panicked, so I'm still only going to take 1, but that flooding is going to be annoying as hell. If it floods, of course. There's always a chance that it won't. Kinda lucky that it didn't, otherwise I wouldn't have taken 30 seconds of flooding damage. And the flooding damage isn't even the important part, it's the fact that I'm gonna be chasing that Kongou, who is fairly fast, and flooding reduces my movement speed. And that's the Kongou I saw earlier, Uncle Vasya. That's a very good name. And well, because I've already played this match, I'm gonna tell you something. This is going to be incredibly painful. You will just witness how damn difficult it is to kill a Kongou in this ship while she is running away. By the way, killing this ship while she is running away is pretty much equally as difficult. Because if you think about it, that Kongou is going to be shooting me the entire time I'm running away as well. Or, well, she's running away. And I actually have a lot less HP than she does. I have 11,000 HP. She started out with like 40,000, but she's gonna get blapped by some planes in a moment. But she's definitely shooting me, and she will be dealing very, very little damage. Okay, so Kongou's down to 11,000 HP, even less. 6,000. I guess she used damage control party now. And she used heal. Okay, so much for being on 6,000 HP. I guess she's going back to like 15 or 18,000 HP. You know, in retrospect, I should be just switching to HE right now. Because that Kongou apparently is a decent player. She is, you know, she like slowed down and stuff. If I had aimed too far ahead, those shells just would have gone over her, and my AP isn't doing all that much damage. I'm asking him to fight me because, well, there's 3 minutes still left. They are definite. This Kongou is definitely going to die anyway, so she might as well, you know, make it quick and just die quickly. Maybe she'll even get a few good salvos off. Oh my god. That was such a bad salvo. Like, I should have aimed higher, but the RNG also screwed me. I should be shooting HE. Like, really. This ship has a 35% fire chance. While the HE shells aren't gonna do all that much damage, probably more than the AP shells from these angles. So, that's certainly something I learned. By the way, you couldn't actually do the HE thing in a Scharnhorst, because a Scharnhorst's HE... Well, I mean, you could, but the Scharnhorst only has 20% fire chance and her HE shells deal almost no damage. Less than a Myoko. Okay, come on. Uncle Vasya seems to be decent at this battleship thing. Probably seal clubbing, or just, you know, has common sense or something. Oh! 6,000 damage because the shells were more or less... Oh my god, another heal. Kongou dropped down to 6,000 HP and, well, obviously she had another heal immediately. Come on. Oh! No, never mind. I thought the heal was already over. Never mind. Can't have nice things, of course. Come on, shells. Please kill her. Oh my god. 2 bounces. She's down to 6,000 HP. I bet she's gonna get another heal in a moment. Okay, the carrier's gonna blap her away. Goodbye, Uncle Vasya. Oh, it wasn't actually the carrier. Okay, well, whatever works. As you could see, the ship has its downsides. I mean, although, if we're honest, I don't think any other tier 6 battleship, except maybe a Warspite, could have actually dealt all that much damage there, but then again, a Warspite would have just never been able to fire because Vasya would have just ran away because she's so much faster. Also, I got 1991 base experience. That's my year of birth. So that's a good one. And I dealt 129,000 damage. And I killed that Mutsuki with just secondaries. 331 damage. It took a whole bunch of damage from all kinds of sources, but I thought this was a very good match. It went incredibly well for me. And I'm kinda glad that Warspite didn't focus fire me for too long. That New Mexico was rather unfortunate with the salvos she took from me, but overall, I thought this was a great game, and I hope you guys also enjoyed it. So now I'd like to thank my patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and random Patreon is Captain Ramius. So I hope I see you guys next time.